After the end of the giants, after the final judgment, after the entire saga of rebellion and war, what happens to humanity? What comes after the end of the end when the final war is over, and Satan and all his rebellious forces are defeated forever? A profound silence falls upon the universe. For the first time in eons, there are no more watchers whispering forbidden knowledge. There are no more Nephilim corrupting the earth. There are no more demons scheming in the shadows. The old corruption, the ancient stain that has plagued creation since the beginning, is gone. It is a true and final end, but it is also the beginning of something entirely new, something beyond imagination. The Apostle John's vision continues, and what he sees next is the ultimate conclusion of the old world. A great white throne appears, and everything that remains of the old creation, every soul, every act, every secret, is brought into the light and judged, and then a reality-shattering event occurs. John writes, "Death and Hades were cast into the lake of fire." Think about what this means. There is no more death. The concept of an end, of decay, of loss, is itself destroyed. Hell, the place of separation and torment, is also thrown into that final fire. There is no more darkness, no more suffering, no more possibility of a fall. Everything that began with the rebellion of the Watchers, everything that was spread by the corruption of the Nephilim, is utterly and completely erased from the very fabric of reality. With the old order gone, the new creation begins. John declares, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away." This isn't a repair job. It's not a renovation or an improvement. It is a brand new creation, made from scratch, a reality conceived without the blueprint of corruption, an earth built without the blood of giants staining its soil, a universe without the lingering influence of fallen angels. There is no memory of the kingdom of darkness, because it has no place here. Everything that the Watchers distorted, life, genetics, the natural world, even knowledge itself, is recreated in its absolute perfection, exactly as it was always meant to be. It is a universe reborn, pure and pristine. And then, descending from this new heaven, John sees the impossible made real. He describes the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. This isn't just a collection of buildings. It's a living city, a divine metropolis. It shines with the brilliance of a precious jewel, as clear as crystal, radiating with light and glory. Inside this city, there is no temple, because God Himself and the Lamb are its temple. There is no night, because their glory provides an eternal, gentle light. There is no threat, no walls needed for defense, no memory of war. The nations of the saved walk freely in this divine light, living in a city that is a direct extension of God's own presence. The New Jerusalem represents a perfect civilization. The Bible describes it as a place without sin, without pain, without tears, without injustice, without any trace of evil. But it offers something even more astonishing. It says that human beings will reign eternally, alongside the King, not as subjects or servants in the way we understand it, but as heirs to the throne, as co-rulers, as the true and legitimate children of a kingdom that can never fall. Everything that humanity lost in the Garden of Eden, the intimacy with God, the dominion over creation, the innocence, is not just restored, it's returned and multiplied beyond comprehension. We become what we were always meant to be. At the very center of this glorious city flows the river of the water of life, and on its banks grows the tree of life, its fruit now freely accessible to all. But it's the leaves of this tree that hold a profound secret. They are for the healing of the nations. This isn't just about physical health. It's a complete and total healing on every level. Emotional, spiritual, historical, and cultural. All the deep trauma from the age of the Nephilim, the wars, the corruption, the fear, the pain that has echoed through human history is finally and forever healed. No scar remains. No shadow of the old influence can survive in this place of total restoration. This is the final destiny of humanity. The prophecy reveals that the righteous will see the face of God. His name will be on their foreheads, a mark of eternal belonging. There will never be night again. There will never be a threat. There will never be another fall. Humanity finally gets to live out the original plan, the one that existed before the rebellion of the Watchers and the corruption of the giants ever began. It is an eternal, unchanging, and perfect kingdom where we live in the direct presence of our Creator. The great cosmic cycle that began in Genesis with a fall, that spiraled into rebellion, giants, corruption, wars, and judgment, now finds its ultimate conclusion. It ends not in destruction, but in recreation, a new heaven, a new earth, a new, eternal people living in perfect harmony with God. The Nephilim are gone. The Watchers have been judged. The darkness is over. The true future of humanity begins now. If you want to know more about what life will be like for us in this new reality, comment part 8 feet below, and we'll make the next episode about the new humanity. What do we actually do in eternity? Thanks for watching.